Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for joining us again. This will be part 2
of how I built my own custom GM screen. Make sure you've seen part 1 so you know how we got to this point. In this video, we will go over the racks for the condition rings and how to magnetize them, measuring, mark, and pilot holes for assembly of the trim with tacks, wood burning, then stain, and how we assembled everything.
What we're doing right now is just the piloting of the holes, and then we're gonna sand again just to get all the glue off of these magnets. And there's probably a way to do it more effective than this, but I just size it up like that. Hold it. Once it's there, grip it. There you go, tight. So I just want it about an inch from the bottom, so that would be about there. But basically want, yeah, free space right there. You see this line? I want to be flush with that line. The best pen on the market. This has a curve, so I'm just gonna ballpark it. What I think is the middle. Bad flashback, so trying to paint human eyes on a miniature. Oh, and by the way, the cameras were off. This fell on this and snapped it. So I'm gonna have to try to glue that. I've used the lines on this grid to line it all the way across. So now let me line this up. And bam! Let's just see each other. Boom! Boom! I just want to say something. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm making this happen. You guys don't have to be experts at stuff like this to just try it and do it and save yourself a ton of money. And you might get your own custom stuff as opposed to buying somebody else's. Just enjoy the process. All right, I'm doing this in front of you guys for the first time. When I eyeball it, it does not look like it should work. Okay, that's pretty good. about this part. Let's just close them at the same time. Hey! Something to keep in mind. We could have made this shorter and it would have tightened this up. So see, this one's got a little bit of space. If you look, and we keep this right along the wall, and then this one along the wall, there's not enough space. You see how it pulled it in? But if we push this to that and we drill the pilot there, it's enough wood for the tiny screws that come with this, just hold it in place. I mean, this is just decoration. It's not like you need it to keep this thing together. These to pilot. Basically what I did was 11.5 inches. So I did 5 3/4, marked it. Took this, made the line here, made the line. I lined up the holes with the line with the pen and made the circles, pilot, and I also made the line here, this bracket. Something I want to try here, I am going to install or pilot the holes for this one. So once everything is stained, I will mount this, and then once it is, then I can press it up against that when it's all together and put it in place, so I make sure that this does close. See the line showing up there? So that's how you know it's in the center. And you have to make sure this is flush. This is what we're putting there. It doesn't stick out very far, so we're not going to depend on that to hold it in place. We're going to glue it and then nail these in. We just did 1.5 from the top to the center of this, 1.5 to the center of this, and these are not really all that straight. You see the space there? The measurements did not come out exact, so the placement is off from my last pattern, which is no big deal. You just have to find the measurements to make it work. It is 3/4 inch from the edges in, and then space every other one after that, 2 3/4. So I've already drilled through every other one. It's just a pilot so that the thumbtack goes where I want when I hammer it. I think what I did last time was I piloted through this and through there so that it would make a mark. You could easily do the same thing from here, hold it in place and drill through. Here's the space between that one, here's the space between that one. I'm choosing to have a bigger space towards the center, the closing, closer to the outside, which is the when you open it all the way. This is the line for that, this is the line for that. Let's find the center, push this against it, bolt, and slide this up and down, slide this back, and straight. Flush. And it's straight.
on the first screen that I created, I did not use a wood conditioner, even though the internet advised me to. So for this one, I wanted to, and as you can see, it does give a clearer pattern, but because I'm going for the more worn look, not using a conditioner would have looked better in my opinion. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe to see more videos like this. If you do end up building one, please share it on our Facebook or Instagram and tag us. I would love to see it. Let us know what you thought of this in the comments below, and thank you for watching.
Joining us again because there's ghosts everywhere, custom GM screen. You can't erase that, so